a 24-hour beneficiary. You are a 24-hour executor for your estate. Okay. Full-time employee on the power of attorney. Do you see that? Full-time employer, how are you going to get your compensation? How are you going to be entitled to your interest if you're not working? You're 80% of interest on your bond that belongs to the estate. It needs to be distributed to the estate. Okay, the trustee is allowed to make contribution, is allowed to get contribution for acting as the trustee for an estate 24/7. You got a 24-hour estate. Anything can happen at all times. You could be distributing, taking in, doing anything at all times for your estate. Your estate does not close. It's 24 hours. You're a 24-hour full-time employee for your estate. I'm gonna try to read this. I don't know if I'm gonna blow that up. I'm gonna try to see that. I don't even think y'all able to see that right there. That's crazy. I'm gonna try to share this, man. See, I'm getting the hang of this stuff, and if y'all don't see my screen share, I apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? Try to go ahead. I'm trying to. Maybe I might not be able to screen share this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to screen share the pictures, and it's not letting me. So please, okay, here we are. Here we are. So. Shakalaka. Give me a second, sorry guys. So screen share. I want to show you that, huh? We're gonna screen share this. Here we are. All right, I'm gonna blow this up. Okay. I might have to bring this into a next video because I really want to show y'all that address. First, I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all the address real quick. The screen has paused. Shoot. Okay. All right, here we are. So we got this form. We just went over it. Form 2231, and at the bottom, went to Google. Like people just act like, shout out to Musa for that. You know what I'm saying? Brother always at Google. Like people be acting, Lord forgive me, I ain't even gonna get crazy on here. I'm trying to educate. We got the Bureau of Fiscal Services, P.O. Box, New Orleans, LA. Okay? It's telling you general power of attorney by individual for collection of certain checks drawn on the United States. That is the address that you send. That too. And now you got the 56, you got the 56F to retitle an account. You got your power of attorney, 2848. Okay. You got your entity election, 8821, and you got your 8832. Okay. You got to get these forms together for every single account and retitle them bad boys. You understand? Understand, man. Understand. Man. All right, here we are. Now, that's what I was talking about right there. E on the power of attorney, 284, 2848. This is one of the forms that's going in. You understand? And don't get this confused, you still need your durable power of attorney that's written up on Rocket Lawyer, that's giving your agent the authority to act on the behalf of the principal. These two are attached together. Okay? Private, public notice. Private, public notice. All right? Gangsters out there. Understand? So, excuse me for 1 second. So, I'm gonna pull up this picture. So, we did that, showed you the address. And back to what gives the authority. Now, we got the United States Postal Union in Switzerland or New Zealand or Ireland. One of those. Please excuse me. I have a lot of information. I know the top of my dome. So, bear with me. Now, listed of the ooh, okay, it's still sharing even though it's not on the screen. Oh, I can't even blow this up. All right, I can't blow this up, y'all. Please forgive me. I'll read it to you. List of the Union Postal, was it Universal Postal? I think it's the Universal Postal Union. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, with the comment. Okay, member countries, United States of America at the top, and then at a bullet, territories of the United States of America coming within the Union jurisdiction by virtue of Article 23 of the Constitution. Okay, so if they're under an international postal treaty, what makes you think that the stamp duty is not relevant? Do you understand what I'm saying? And how it has its postal land jurisdiction? Okay. You got that is very critical to understand where you derive your authority, because I know a lot of people are saying, like, where do I get the authority to let these people know? And briefly, because you got to learn how to turn all this literature into short, brief, concise statements. You understand what I'm saying? And it's as simple as that. And this is the last thing we're gonna rock out with right here. I'm gonna go ahead and screen share this. This is a letter from Donald Trump to an individual who must have been having some type of issues, and Donald Trump addressed him. And this is what Donald Trump said in his letter. Okay. It says, regards, this letter is in regards to Roger Allen Moore, which was the brother who went ahead and he received this taxpayer identification / descendant social security. I in my Telegram group, I just let my peoples know, that you didn't receive the you received the social security, but don't get it confused with assigned. Okay, when they gave that birth certificate, which was sent out, and that was registered up, and they go ahead and shot that social security, it was never came on a green slip certified mail when your mother received it. So there's never no proof that you signed for a social security. It was assigned to the all capital name. As the power of attorney and agent for the principal, you accepted that to perform on behalf of the principal. It's not yours. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. Okay, so it's not you. It's not stop saying it's my social security. Yeah, you could say that in the context of privacy when someone's trying to understand you, trying to get something done. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand when to cut that off and when to turn it on and when to turn it off. And you got to understand that that's a federal registered document, and it's a registered security. Okay, versus the birth certificate is as well, but they try to play like it's not. I really don't know. I'm not going to speak on something that I don't know, but I know for a fact that it's non-governmental with domestic document from Title 18, 1028. It lets you know that the birth certificate was never intended for identification, that it comes from a non-federal government agency. You understand what I'm saying? Which makes it domestic, intrastate, a document, not an interstate. So the Social Security is an interstate document, which that's why you have Social Security administrations all over the goddamn country. It's the same thing. Okay, this is where the commingling is happening. You're taking a domestic document, you're taking a federal document, and you commingling them. Okay, so let me go ahead and read this. Descendant Social Security number. That's the Social Security number. Note C. United States Department of Treasury Internal Revenue Service form power of attorney. Okay, and declaration of representative, and 56 notice to fiduciary agent sent December whatever. Okay, they must have communication back and forth. Certified mail right there to whoever. Now this is to is who? To whoever United States business entity this may concern, who commercially operates on United States public markets and accepts and or exchanges in United States currency, which provides good and or services to the United States customers, consumers in everyday commerce. The above mentioned U.S. federal public person, you hear that? U.S. federal public person has a prepaid, non-obligatory commercial debt obligation arrangement with the United States in relation to 12 USC 98A regulation or transactions in foreign exchange of gold and silver property, transfer, vested interest, enforcement, and penalties, Part 2, and other public policies of U.S. debt. Your business entity is federally bounded to United States and U.S. public debt obligations by way of your Internal Revenue Service employer identification number, the IRS being under the United States Department of Treasury because they are the agents for the Treasury. They're the de facto agents, the debt collectors for the banks. It's legal. It's none of this stuff is fucking fraud. Stop. I'm tired of you incompetence. None of this shit is fraud. Guys, don't be illiterate and incompetent. Okay? And your Federal Reserve business bank account. Your business is hereby ordered to itemize every and however many commercial products and or services in which the above U.S. federal person wishes to commercially inquire. Adjust the bottom line total cost amount to zero, balance the book, and release the items provided in the receipt to the above U.S. federal person by way of duly authorized representative. I'm not even gonna go no more. This document is available. My Telegram only got 35 people in it. This shit, all this information is in here and more. Over 400 documents, videos, and everything. I'm losing my mind because I'm like, I don't think people really hungry. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is in my Telegram. All this shit is on my Gumroad. Y'all sleep. I'm done. That's the last thing I'm reading. I love y'all, man, because I get frustrated knowing that this shit is available, and it's just a bunch of people just lazy as fuck, not even doing their full fucking administrative process. That's what we're gonna go over. We're gonna go over the administrative process. We're gonna go over these 8 tax forms that you need to retitle. We're gonna go over the location of a debtor. We're gonna really get heavy. I'm really about to kick the dough in. I've been watching everybody coming crazy, getting on their pedestal because they got a couple of things lined up, knocked a couple of things out. Now they want to whack people upside the head and get frustrated with individuals. I understand the frustration, but we still gonna get this information to the people. You know what time it is? You know what time it is. Any willful dishonor and non-settlement of United States commercial public debt obligation matters by duly bonded commercial business entities within the United States shall be in the federal prosecution to the fullest extent. Who signed this? Whose name is at the bottom, y'all? Whose name is that at the bottom, y'all? Whose name is that at the bottom, y'all? Come on, man. That's it for right now. Stay tuned. Y'all know what time it is.